Army veteran Deshaundon Jeans takes assorted materials, almost anything from anywhere, and assembles them into what's called collage art.
It is basically two-dimensional with little three-dimensional quality.
Man, I'll be able to cut it with a pair of scissors.
So collage, assemblage, it's me taking many different materials and adhering them to basically a two-dimensional surfaces.
Deshaundon is just one of more than a dozen military veterans now studying art, with financial assistance from VA, at the world-famous Corcoran College of Art and Design in Washington, D.C.
I'm just really drawn to being able to say what I want to say through materials, designing something for someone to look at to deliver a message that I have.
Judas Resendez is another Army veteran studying here with support from the GI Bill. He served in Iraq and lost parts of 2 limbs. Following his recovery, he came to the Corcoran to study ceramics.
I actually started prior at a community college, and that's where I really found my path towards art and actually ceramics. For me, ceramics is such a universal tool, and there's so many different ways you can really make, and the process is really basically the same material, but creatively you're able to form it to whether it's functional or non-functional work.
Every time I flatten it, the image becomes the background again.
These students are preparing for a career in the arts and reasonably expect that this experience will offer them more than the life of a struggling artist. And in fact, their prospects appear to be pretty good. There are any number of jobs open to them in museums and galleries, but it doesn't stop there.
What's come out really recently is that someone who has a fine art education is being sought after in other forms of business and industry because the creative thinking that is engendered in this type of learning experience translates really well into a whole lot of other fields.
Air Force veteran Corinne Rodney Hopla studied photojournalism here and created this exhibit of photographs titled Incidents. Inspired by her military experience, it documents her perspective on combat-related post-traumatic stress.
In the news, we always hear about our brothers in arms, but we really don't hear too much about our sisters in arms and how they're dealing with their struggle with combat-related post-traumatic stress syndrome. So I wanted to put my own spin on it and how it affects me and my family and my space and how I view the world today.
The exhibit also includes pages torn from Corinne's handwritten journal, describing her stress-related feelings of loneliness, anger, confusion, and fear.
I unplugged the iron. I have to check to see if it's unplugged. Again, and again, and again, and again, and again.
I can use any other material that I want, but I choose to use wood.
Like Corinne, Marine Corps veteran Jeremiah Holland is attending Corcoran with the help of VA-provided vocational rehabilitation assistance. He's thrilled to be here, he told us, but at first, it took time.
For me, coming from a regimented organization like the Marine Corps, it was about 2 years before I really felt like I could not really drop the identity of being a Marine, but assume the identity of being a student or an art student. It's a new chapter in your life, and it is difficult, but it's well worth it. I mean, these benefits are here. You paid for it with your service, and you put into the GI Bill, so you should definitely take advantage of it.
It's a message every veteran we met here was eager to share.
I think it's horrible if a person, for whatever reason, the soldier decides not to claim the benefit. It's just because they have some fear of it being hard to navigate, to receive the claim. But it's easy. I was surprised at how easy it was.
They made it 100% viable for me to come to this school, because if I didn't have the assistance of the VA, I would not be able to afford going here to the Corcoran.
You just gotta find what really excites you and what you can see yourself doing, because then it's really not work, you know, you enjoy it. So it won't be a job, it'll just be something you enjoy.
That's something each of these veterans came to see for themselves, that in shaping their art, they themselves became shaped by it.